Hello, beautiful! Thank you so much for having me in Norfolk. And
Cedric here on the Wedding Corner, and today I have the pleasure of being here in Norfolk with no other than Mr. Randy Fenoli. Thank you so much, Randy.
Well, thank you, Cedric. Thanks for having me here.
Now, some of you may know Randy from a show. I don't know if I can remember the show.
Which one? Which one? There's Say Yes to the Dress, there was Big Bliss, Randy Knows Best, Randy's Top 10, Randy's the Rescue, and hopefully there'll be another one coming up soon.
Hey, that's great. So I'm honored to be here speaking with him today, and I just have a couple of questions. I know a lot of you at home right now may be very interested in what Randy has going on. But first, I want to know, Randy.
Yes.
What is the one pivotal thing that got you started in the wedding industry?
Oh gosh, in the wedding industry? Actually, there was a contest that they held at FIT. It was FIT, Kleinfeld, and Modern Bride at the time. And they had a contest for students at FIT from 4th semester to 8th semester. I was actually in my 3rd semester, and one of the directors of the contest said, you know what, this kid loves evening wear, he's got a 4.0 grade point average, you know, I think he needs to be allowed to be in this contest. I think this would be great for him. And they had the contest, and we were supposed to put an entry in. We were supposed to do a mood board, which kind of told the story of the wedding dress, a bridal gown design, and a bridesmaid design. And I did 5 of each, and entered them in the contest, and the judges came through, and they were supposed to choose the top 10, and they chose all 5 of mine, not realizing it was the same student. So one of the judges actually was Vivian Desi Diamond of Desi Creations Bridesmaids, and her husband was Paul Diamond, who had the Diamond Collection at the time. And so they had to go back and choose 4 others, and one of mine and 4 others. And before they even announced the winner, they called me on the payphone, now I'm dating myself, at FIT at the dorms, and said, we'd like to meet with you, and they offered me a position at both companies designing bridal and bridesmaids. So that was really my first introduction, because I'd only been to 2 weddings in my lifetime. One was my older brother's wedding, I was his ring bearer, and my older sister's wedding, and I was her ring bearer. So that was my really first introduction into bridal.
Wow, that is a great story. And inside that story, I call on to the fact that you had a 4.0.
Yeah.
You had a 4.0 during this time?
Well, I was pretty, and working 3 jobs at the same time and going to school full time. I was very focused when I went to fashion school. I had really aspired to move to New York City and do that, and I was a little more mature than most of the students. I was 25 at the time when I got ready to start. Most students start college at 18, and I had gone to college before at LSU, Louisiana State University. Didn't have a major, didn't really have a focus or a vision. I really wanted to do fashion, and I said, if I'm going to do it, I want to go to FIT. So when I went there to win. You know, I went there to really do it. Yeah, it was there. It was business. It was all business. I said I could sleep later. I will stay up all night long and get this project done and over-deliver. But I was really focused on doing evening wear. I'd really never thought of bridal. So that was really my first shot at bridal.
Yeah, and you know what? My story is kind of similar.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't always here on the Wedding Corner as a host. I actually got into the wedding industry as a wedding DJ.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and before that, I'd only been to 2 weddings.
There you go.
So, you know, now I look back and, you know, like doing hundreds of weddings, and it's kind of like, wow, I got started and I'd never even been to 2 weddings when I got into this industry.
That's great.
So that's great to hear. Now, on your show, we see brides, you know, go back and forth over their dresses, you know, have a lot of moms there.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of bridesmaids
Interesting
there.
Entourages, yes.
Yes, you have the bridal entourage.
Yes.
Now, with the bridal entourage, I want to know, like, when a bride does find that dress, how does that make you feel inside when that bride finds her dress for a wedding?
You know, it's like winning the Olympic, the gold medal. Every single time, it never really gets old. It's always a new, fresh experience for me. A lot of people ask me, don't you ever get tired of it? But every single time a bride steps on that pedestal, it's a new story, it's a new bride, it's a fresh moment. So whenever she finds that dress, I feel like a hunter, and I'm out for the kill to find that perfect dress. So when I do, it's like I've won the prize.
Yeah, great. Now, 2014 is right around the corner.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of the brides that are going to be watching right now, they're still engaged, they're getting married in 2014. can you kind of give them a little heads up on what's going to be in fashion for bridal in 2014?
Yes, well, actually, I just came off of Bridal Fashion Week in New York City, and I saw, probably anywhere from 80 to 100 different designers' collections. And I can really tell you what the trends are. Tons of lace, lots of tulle, slimmer silhouettes, a lot of slimmer silhouettes. I didn't see a lot of ball gowns this season. Shorter trains, a ton of yokes and straps and sleeves and boleros. Very few strapless gowns this season, which is really interesting because girls have been asking for something other than strapless for a very long time. However, I still have my doubt. I still think the girls are going to come in and say, I don't want strapless, and end up with a strapless gown, because I've seen it before. You really have to have kind of a long neck and the right proportion to carry off a gown like that. But they showed a lot of that. There was, what else? I mean, really anything you could want, it was on the runway. From the really over-dramatic to the understated. There was even, Ravini showed a same-sex couple, 2 girls getting married. One was in a beautiful beaded pantsuit with lace, and another one was with her in a very soft dress, holding hands walking down the runway. So we saw everything at Bridal Market. So no matter how you want to look on your wedding day, trust me, the designers have you covered.
Okay. Wow, that sounds really exciting. And that takes place each year?
Yes, actually every 6 months it takes place.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So bi-yearly things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, before we get out of here, for the brides out there that would like to be able to gain access to,
Okay.
like
good luck. With my schedule, have you seen it?
I know it is very hectic. Well, through social media, you know, other platforms. Can you tell me about that a little bit? Because I heard that you do daily or weekly updates. Or
Yeah,
tips.
well, I'm on my Facebook. I actually do my own social media on my Facebook, which is just Randy Fenoli, and my Twitter at Randy Fenoli. So I'm when you see me tweeting or somebody tweeting, that is actually me. And I do post on Mondays. I post my favorite things Mondays, Wednesdays, Wedding Wednesdays. I touch on something bridal. Throwback Thursdays, I try to find an old photo of myself, which they love. I think the last one got about 126,000 views. And then on Saturdays, we do Survey Saturdays, where I ask them a question and they can give their response on something that I want to know about them.
Okay, great. Well, hey, Randy, I don't want to take up too much of your time because your schedule is hectic.
Okay.
But I want to thank you so much for coming on the Wedding Corner and
Thank
just
you.
being a part of what we do here. Looking forward to the event tonight, the vow event that we're at.
We're going to have fun.
We're going to have fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy's got books. You guys can Google search him. I did myself. There's tons of stuff on the internet about him. And in person, he's a wonderful person.
Thank you. Thank you,
All right.
Cedric. I appreciate it. Thank you
But
so
thanks
much.
so much,
Thanks for having
Randy.
me.
Thanks.